Viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my linear ocean learning channel on transformation of sentences according to structure. Part 2, from simple to complex and from simple to compound. Today my video is on Rule 8 and it is on simple sentences with present participle phrase or perfect participle phrase or preposition plus participle phrase indicating time. Example 1. On preposition, hearing the news of his father's death. This is present participle phrase. Rishad started for his home. This one is principal clause. Complex. If we want to transform the exemplified sentence into complex sentence, we have to follow a structure, and the structure I have projected contains some abbreviations and I should clarify them to you. IPO means in place of, S means subject, V means verb, ASOT, ASOT, according to sequence of tense, SP, subjective pronoun, EX, extension, VN, verbal noun, SFOP, subjective form of possessive. Now let's get to the structure. When IPO preposition, here preposition is on, and in place of on we have to write when plus subject. What is subject in this sentence? On hearing the news of his father's death, Rishad started for his home. Here subject is Rishad, so Rishad will come here. Plus verb, IPO participle. Here hearing is the participle, present participle, there will be verb according to sequence of tense. So long it is in past indefinite tense, here it will be heard. Plus up to comma, that is after the verb, there are the words like the news of his father's death, up to comma, then extension. So, subjective pronoun, here there will be subjective pronoun in place of the subject, and subject is here Rishad and its subjective pronoun is he, plus extension, started for his home. So the answer we get is answer of the simple sentence on hearing the news of his father's death, Rishad started for his home, is when Rishad heard the news of his father's death, comma, he started for his home. Now, if we want to transform the exemplified simple sentence into compound sentence, again there is a structure and we should follow it to transform it correctly. Preposition omitted, here on will be omitted plus subject. Subject, again there is the subject Rishad plus verb IPO participle. Here hearing is the participle and in place of participle there will be the verb according to the sequence of tense of the principal clause. Rishad started for his home, it is in the past indefinite tense, plus up to comma, that means the news of his father's death, and IPO comma, that is in place of comma there will be and, coordinating conjunction and, IPO comma, plus subject will be omitted, there will be no subject, plus extension means started for his home. So the compound sentence is Rishad heard the news of his father's death and started for his home. Example 2. Perfect participle, having received the news, comma, he was astonished. Complex will be when he had received the news. If there is the perfect participle, then it will be in the past perfect tense. When he had received the news, comma, he was astonished. And compound one will be he had received the news and was astonished. This subjective pronoun will be omitted. That is, this subject will be omitted. Then rule 9, simple sentences with at the time of possessive plus gerund or verbal noun. Example 1. In example 1, my video is on simple sentences with at the time of possessive plus gerund, not verbal noun. In the second example, I will talk about verbal noun. Now, it's example 1. At the time of my reading, the phone rang. Reading here, my is the possessive form and reading is gerund. Complex, when or while. IPO at the time of, that is at the time, in place of at the time of, we have to write when or while, plus subjective form of the possessive. Here possessive is my, so its subjective form will be I. BV, so long it is in the past indefinite tense and subject is I, then it will be was plus verb ing. Here verb ing is reading, so it will be reading plus up to comma, there is the reading only. Then extension, here the phone rang is the extension of this whole sentence. So the answer will be, if we follow the structure, while I was reading, comma, the phone rang. Now compound, at the time of omitted, here at the time will be omitted, plus subjective form of possessive. Here possessive is my and its subjective form will be I here, plus BV again. BV will be was because subject is I and it is in the past indefinite tense, the phone rang. Then participle, that is reading, plus up to comma, then and in place of comma, IPO comma, then extension, the phone rang. So the compound sentence is I was reading and the phone rang. In my example 2, I will work on simple sentences with at the time of plus possessive plus verbal noun. Viewers, example 2 on rule 9, simple sentences with at the time of plus possessive plus verbal noun. I have already discussed about possessive plus gerund, and this one is possessive plus verbal noun. At the time of my arrival at home, arrival, this is the verbal noun of the verb arrive. At home, comma, my children became happy to see me. To transform the exemplified simple sentence into complex, the structure we have to follow is when IPO, that is in place of at the time of, that is in place of at the time of, we have to write when, plus subjective form of possessive. Here possessive is my and its subjective form is I, plus verb in place of verbal noun. Here verbal noun is arrival and its verb is arrived according to the sequence of tense of the principal clause. My children became happy to see me. It is in the past indefinite, so the verb will also be V2, that is verb, past form of the verb, plus up to comma. Here up to comma there are words at home, plus comma will be there, plus extension. Extension means the principal clause. Now if we follow the structure, the answer we get is, when I arrived at home, comma, my children became happy to see me. Now if we want to put it in the simple sentence, at the time of my arrival at home, my children became happy to see me, the structure we have to follow is, at the time of to be omitted, plus subjective form of the possessive. Here possessive is my and its subjective form is I. Here I, plus verb IQVN, verbal, in place of verbal noun there will be the verb, it will be in V2, plus up to comma, at home, and in place of comma, plus extension, my children became happy to see me. So answer is, I arrived at home and my children became happy to see me. Viewers, this much today. See you in my next video. Before that, I would like to request you to follow my video, like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.